It happened late this afternoon in a Houston suburb. The mother was shot 3 times. Police aren't saying if she survived or died.
Today, homeowners who lost their homes in the lower North Fork fire have harsh words for the state's investigation into what went wrong. That fire burned more than 4,000 acres, destroyed more than 24 homes, and killed 3 people. The governor's report recommended major changes to the way controlled burns are handled. They also want the state to change their emergency response capabilities, and Colorado's congressional delegation is now calling for a federal review. Fox 31 Denver's Dave Young talked with one homeowner who says the state needs to do more to prevent another tragedy. Dave?
Ron, that homeowner, Co Meyer, said he had the same reaction to this report that a lot of homeowners did, and that is if state workers set the fire, then state workers, ultimately the state, is responsible for their actions no matter what the consequences. He used the term CYA to describe what he says is going on.
The report points blame at 4 factors which combined turned a prescribed burn into a ferocious wildfire.
I think that the report, was a CYA report.
This is the back of Co Meyer's house as he took these pictures of flames heading right for it. This is his house 2 days later.
I'm 62 years old. I'm semi-retired. This was my dream home.
Meyer says the report misses the point.
The operation was successful, but the patient died. That operation should have never taken place.
He says he doesn't understand how a forestry crew missed what everyone else up here already knew, no matter what the prescribed burn forecast.
We were told over and over and over again in the media, on the placards and posters up in the mountains. Common sense, the driest February, March in the history of Colorado.
The governor's panel recommended changes in prescribed burn protocols, but Meyer and neighbors like Andy Hoover, who took this video of his own home burning, say the state started the fire that burned their homes and killed their neighbors, and the state should accept responsibility.
If a surgeon has a perfect surgery but misses one thing technically, and there's liability at that point for the surgeon if the patient doesn't recover, I don't see this being any different.
Get rid of this nonsense about limited liability to cover themselves, because their responsibility in my mind and in most people's minds is absolutely clear.
Now, we also spoke to 2 lawmakers from Jefferson County today who said they think the governor's report is a good first step, but they're waiting the results of 2 more reports at least before drawing any conclusions about further actions. There is, by the way, a public meeting tomorrow night at Conifer Junior High School. It starts at 6:30. There are many items on the agenda, but this fire and its causes and state officials will be at that meeting as well, and the public is invited. Reporting live, Dave Young, Fox 31, Denver.
And with the federal investigation, Dave, this is just going to go on and on.
For a long time, Ron.
Yeah. All right, Dave, thanks.
Firefighters put out a fire at a medical marijuana dispensary